Morning. It's another early one. It's 7 o'clock. Sligachan Hotel, and I'm going all the way to Torrin today. That's 21.5 miles. Let's get on with it. First half of today passes through the Cuillins hills, and on the left side are the red Cuillins, and on the right side the black Cuillins. It's real Lord of the Rings country, eh? Fantastic. I'm doubling up today, which is 2 days in one according to the book. They're both about 10 or 11 miles and about the same feet of ascent. Not too bad really. There's no big steep climbs, it's just rough mountain walking, but along good paths, and later on there's a bit of road walking as well, so it's quite manageable. It's just the distance, but that's okay, and it means that I'll be able to complete the Skye Trail within the 5 days that I've got. So weather's looking good. And does it ever rain in Scotland? Might just be tempting fate with that last comment. It's going to flipping pour it down now, isn't it? Gentle gradient up from the car park in the first mile, and it flattens out now onto this upland section, and I think the path heads through there in the gap. Talking of this unseasonably warm weather, it's the 22nd of September, it was yesterday, and we're in North Scotland, remember, and I got back to the car yesterday. It was roasting hot. I was driving along with all the windows open, boiling, and pulled into a supermarket to get an ice cream and walked through the doors, and the aircon, the cool air hit me. Oh, nice feeling. Beautiful mountain track so far, very easy going. We're right on the flank now of Sligachan, the mountain I mentioned yesterday, and I was just eyeing up what would have been my ascent route up there. So down in the dip, I'm not sure whether you can tell, I can just about make out the hotel, and then you come up over the moor and round the other side of that hill, halfway up the mountain, around 1 or 2 corries, and then eventually up steep scree slope onto the ridge, and then the ridge is a narrow steep ridge with some quite technical scrambling up to a fine airy pinnacle summit. Magnificent mountain. Wow, what a view. That prominent summit on the left over there, that's the start of the famous Cuillins Ridge, and it's a 7-mile arc of jaggedy rough mountains, which looks like a load of jagged menacing teeth. Not for the faint-hearted. That's another outstanding mountain on my bucket list. That's Blaven. as a bone. I've reached Camasoonery, but that's not the bothy there. It's further around the beach. It's that little hut on the left. It's at this point that the guidebook gives a alternative route over Blaven and then down, and it saves quite a few miles, and you head down to the other valley on the other side towards Torrin. The standard route is past the bothy and along the shoreline down to Elgol, and that's the way I'm going. That's 9 miles, 3.5 hours to get here to the bothy, and I've just been setting myself a comfortable pace to make sure that I can do it today, so I'm quite pleased with that so far. Here it is. Remote isn't the word. Beautiful definitely is. Right, let's go and have a look inside. Oh, it's quite big. 2 big tables, loads of seats, maps all over the wall. Oh, someone's left gas. There's quite a lot in those. A bit of food as well, people have left. Trail magazine. Who's bought Trivial Pursuit? Blimey. Oh, there's a lot of bunks actually. Look, there's probably enough for 10 people or so. I think that's my GPS telling me that he's lost connection. Anyway, that's the view. It was my GPS. It's just because I was underneath a metal roof inside the bothy. As soon as I got outside it started working fine. Anyway, the route changes in character now. Interesting shoreline to negotiate up ahead. This bit's a bit of a tight squeeze. I wasn't expecting this. Blimey. Head down. Ugh. Blimey, it's like a mini jungle. Ugh. Another tricky bit to negotiate. Sort of natural rock steps. You can catch your foot on the roots and branches and stuff, so you have to be careful along this bit. It's just outstanding, isn't it? More of this stuff. God dear. Blimey. That's the edge of the cliff just there as well, look. Where my foot is there. Oof. Down off the cliffs and onto this beach now, before the last stretch round the coast to Elgol. It's only 2 miles now. Just coming into Elgol now, and there's a jetty there, and they do boat trips. Here's a boat coming back now, out to the Cuillins. What a day that would be, great. What a beautiful house that is. Cracker. There's the jetty down there, but the trail doesn't actually go down there. It turns left at this junction, past the village hall and on. I think there's a snack room at the hall, so hopefully they're open. But it is a Sunday, so fingers crossed. Typical. Open Monday to Saturday. Here's the hall, and it is closed. But I had enough food in my bag. I was just hoping I could get some extra for later on, just in case the Torrin shop's closed. But it's okay, I'm full now, and I've still got food in my bag, so no big deal. And guess what? It's raining. It's about an hour further on now. It's still light rain, but it's nothing bad. And I'm on the other side of the peninsula now, looking east. So that's the view, and the nature of the walk has changed again. It's more, this section's more like a woodland walk. It's quite a nice mix today. It's about 16 miles in. It stopped raining now, and I'm starting to get a bit tired, a bit leg weary, but it's relatively easy walking now. In the last 7 miles to Torrin, road walking and along the loch shore, I think. So I think it's going to be okay. It's an enjoyable walk because there's been a whole different mix of things all day. Mountains, lochs, remote countryside bothies, and then into that little port, well, little jetty of Elgol, and the boat trips, and then up over the top to this woodland walk style. And there's a cow in the middle of the road now as well. Three of them, brown, black, and another brown one up here. When you get to this point, the road goes up and to the left, like a couple of zigzag bends there, and there's this sort of dirt track off to the right. Well, the sat nav is pointing me down there. There's no signposts or anything, so oh well. I say sat nav, GPS. And only a little bit further on, there's a little white cottage with a walled garden there, and just before it, the path dives off to the right with this sign down here. Then that's the other side of Blaven over there, and if you'd come over the top from the other side, it would have brought you down to the road where we'll be joining up a bit later on. Dead ahead, the view opens up to this, and down there on the shore is some kind of fortification, some ancient fort or something. Not sure if the path goes past there, but I've seen it on the map. It's brightening up too. Back down to the road after quite a boggy bit through fields. Down to the shoreline. Cool looking bridge down there, really nice. Oh, I've missed a turn to the left just back there. I was plodding up the road, a long straight uphill section of road, just head down, just plodding on, and then I realised my GPS hadn't been pinging for a bit. Checked it out, I would have had to go 300 metres back down the hill and then hop over the fence or whatever it is, and then go up an even steeper bit. and I thought, oh, I'll just carry on the road. But anyway, it's levelled out a bit here, and I'll turn around and show you. There's a bit of a logging area, and just over my shoulder there, kind of a track up onto this level. It's not that big fell beyond, it's not this big fell here, it's just this level down below it, so it's not too much higher. Yeah, that track must be for logging vehicles, logging trucks, because this whole area up the hillside is being deforested, and I suppose that's why I switched off, thinking there wouldn't be a path through there. But look, there's a stile just here, and in this enclosure, this narrow enclosure, the path must come over the stile, over the logging truck route, and then I think there's a footpath just there beyond. So, oh well. Yeah, that was it. I'm back on the path, and my GPS is pinging away. I'm back on track, so all good. Well, I came over that boggy land. It wasn't very good or much fun, but anyway, I'm generally descending back down to the road and just across the loch there. That's Torrin, so that's my end point for today, which is good news. The bad news is I've got to walk all the way to the end of the loch and then around it, and then I'll follow the road, and it looks like a bit of a steep kick up for the last half a mile, but oh well, it's another 3 miles, and my GPS says I've done 20, so it looks like today's going to be 23. I'm almost down to the road now. Oh, there's a burn to ford here, but I think I'm going to wash my boots off, because that was very boggy. Down to the road now. It's been very quiet on the trail today. I think I've only seen about 10 people all day long, and I've been going a fair while now, probably about 9 hours or something. But yeah, much quieter than the other sections, and you can see all the hills around here. They're quite dramatic, and surrounding a loch, and there's nobody here. Made it. The blue cafe's not blue anymore, it's purple. What's going on? Well, I made it. That's 23 miles. I'm here at Torrin, and it's 5 o'clock, so it's taken 10 hours, and I'm pretty tired now. I'm not as bad as the other day, but pretty tired, and looking forward to tomorrow, final day. See you then. Well, I thought I'd stay at the Torrin bunkhouse, but there's nobody there, and the website doesn't work, or at least you can only book via booking.com, and they never answered the phone, so I was winging it really. It's my own fault, so I haven't got a bed. It's 6 miles with the road directly to Broadford, so I'm going to try and thumb a lift and get there, and then there's several places to stay there, 3 hostels. But yeah, it was a calculated risk and it didn't work. I could hang around a bit longer and see if somebody turns up and see if there's a spare bed, but I don't fancy wasting time like that, so I'm going to thumb a lift to Broadford and sort myself out and come back tomorrow morning. No luck thumbing a lift yet. I've just walked up a steep hill out of Torrin, about another mile, so I'm 1 of the 6 miles already towards Broadford. I might finish it tonight at this rate, via the road, not by the normal route, but oh well, let's keep trying. I just checked the map though, and this is the official route along this road, so I'm actually still on the Skye Trail for a little bit before it turns off. There's a bit of road walking, but oh well, it's not a waste of effort then. Yes, I got lucky, thumbed a lift from Andy and Isabella, who are going wild camping tonight. I'm back in Broadford. It's only 5 to 6, so I've still got an hour of daylight to find some accommodation. Yes, looked out, got a room here at the hostel, fantastic. I've got a real burst of energy now. I'm going to try my luck and go and hitchhike back to Sligachan to pick my car up. It's only about 6:30, and if that fails, well, I'm going to the chip shop. I'm back at Sligachan, got lucky a second time. I'm here, kit of a car. Now I can go back to Broadford, and I've got all my stuff in the car as well. Great. So fish and chips time.